Hi guys, this is Dante with Drive and Thrive, and I want to tell you guys about an amazing solution to what I see as the biggest problem with being a gig economy worker. Okay, and the problem actually presented itself to me a few years ago. A couple of years ago, I was at a party, and someone approached me and they said, "What do you do?" All right, and I didn't say, "Oh, I'm a YouTuber." I said, "I'm an Uber Eats driver." And they said, "Wow, you're an Uber Eats driver, but aren't you scared? Like, what happens if you get sick? What happens if your car breaks down? Like, what will you do? Like, do you have money saved in the bank?" So these were interesting questions, and I was kind of taken aback that someone would even ask about my personal life that way, right? But it did get me to thinking, like, wow, what happens if my car breaks down? Am I going to have enough money to pay my rent? Am I going to have enough money to pay my bills? Or what happens if I get sick? Now, it's okay if I get sick for a little bit, but what if I got sick for a month? All right. So this was pre-pandemic times, and the situation played out to the tune of a $1,200 car bill. I forget what happened. I think it was someone that went to suspension or something. But I had to pay $1,200. I only had about $800 to my name at the time, right? And so I had to go to a payday loan place. I had to borrow some money. I got the car fixed, but it was very stressful. I lost a few days of working. I didn't have anything to help me. And you find yourself in that position as a gig worker. Like, if you get deactivated for no reason, maybe it's even in your legal rights to challenge the deactivation, but you can't because, well, you can't afford a lawyer, right? Or maybe your car breaks down. And for example, if you drive for Uber, Uber isn't going to pay you for your car breaking down, right? That's your responsibility. So, myself included, I have talked about how great being a driver is, how great doing gigs like TaskRabbit might be, right? But it does come with some potential downsides, right? And some of those downsides are, okay, what happens if you're sick? You don't get paid. What happens if you get deactivated? Like, is there any way for you to challenge your deactivation, or are you at the mercy of Uber or Lyft or TaskRabbit or whomever, right? So yeah, what happens? Is there anything you can do, right? Now, I never actually thought about the solution to that before. The only solution in my mind has always been, well, you have to save money. But you find yourself in a very interesting cycle of working really hard, saving money for the eventual disaster that's going to happen. For eventually, if you drive long enough, right, you're going to get into a car accident. Eventually, some ball bearing is going to break or something, right? Eventually, you're going to get sick. And especially in this post-pandemic world of COVID-19, like, eventually you have to prepare for getting sick, some sort of sickness, whether or not it's a flu or COVID or anything, right? What happens if there's a family emergency? So there is a product that actually solves this solution, and it's Kover.Ai. And so when Kover.Ai sent me an email asking me if I would like to do a sponsored video for them, my initial reaction to any email like that is no. I don't really do sponsored videos because I only do a sponsored video if I believe in the product. So they sent me an email. They said, "Hey, are you interested in sponsoring a video?" As soon as I read, you'll have legal help if you get deactivated. You can get money for your pay time off. You can get, if your car breaks down, we'll take care of you. As soon as I saw those things, I said, "Oh, this is perfect." What's most perfect about this product, in my opinion, was the fact that it's transferable. So whether you work for Uber or Lyft or a Postman, so as soon as I found that out, I said, "Oh yes, definitely, I will definitely sponsor your video." Okay, so one of the great things that Kover.Ai offers is income replacement. So whether or not you're hospitalized, whether or not you have collision, uh, no, any of these unforeseen events, Kover.Ai provides 80% of your income. 80%. For example, when my car broke down and I couldn't work for 2 or 3 days, I would have been covered, or at least 80% of my income would have been covered, and that would have been really great, right? So this is a huge thing that Kover does, and I'm really happy that they do. Another awesome benefit that Kover offers is sick leave. So you can actually borrow from your future self when you're sick. And I really love that idea. So it's not unemployment insurance or anything like that, but it's a really great thing. Like, they will give you money and you can slowly pay back when you're sick. So that is another great option. So instead of me having to go to some sort of payday loan place and, end up paying 200% interest for some payday loan. No, I'm covered. So as long as I have Kover.Ai, I am covered. I don't have to worry about getting sick. Like, if God forbid, I come down with, COVID-19 or the flu or something, I know Kover.Ai is there to protect me. You also have this really cool benefit called Phonomed, which is, okay, if you need to talk to a health official, let's say, you get a cold, you get a little cough, and, you're a little paranoid, like, do I have COVID? Should I go get tested? Or what's going on? Well, no matter what it is, you can call a health professional and they will actually give you advice. They'll help you out. It's like your own personal doctor that you can call. So that's a really neat feature. Now, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you will probably have heard of an app called Hurdler before. It is an app that allows you to keep track of your mileage. Now, that is really important come tax time, because you can write off your miles. By the way, just as an aside, make sure that you are keeping track of your mileage in some form or fashion. Also, make sure that if you're eating on your job, that you're keeping track of the expenses for lunch. So if you're buying the food at the places that you're working at, make sure that you're actually keeping track of that. Now, Hurdler actually allows you to keep track of your expenses and your mileage, and you get a free membership when you get a Kover membership. So that's really cool too. So not only do you get to call a medical professional if you need it, you also get a free subscription to Hurdler. So it's really awesome. And in that same theme, you also get to use Legal Rideshare. Now, Legal Rideshare is actually going to provide you with some legal help should you get deactivated through no fault of your own. And I've had my share of problems with some of the gig apps, and not necessarily being deactivated, but even the threat of deactivation for things which I felt weren't legal. I don't want to get into it now, but I will say that Legal Rideshare actually does provide you with help in those situations. If you get deactivated, it's not a guarantee that you will be reactivated, but it is a guarantee that you can rest easier at night and help. Someone is there to help you. Someone has your back. So that's a really great benefit also. And also in the future, Kover has a plan to help you with your bookkeeping. So that way, all of your earnings and expenses from all of your gig apps will be in one place. And that's beneficial for a few reasons. One is beneficial for taxes, because even me, when I have to file taxes, I have to go to I have to add up, I have to do a number of things. Okay, and another huge benefit, in my opinion, is the fact that the Kover support is really fast. They get back to you. They really care about you, and they want to help you out. So this is one case where this isn't like an insurance company where they're going to not care about you. The Kover people are going to care about you. So that's a really great benefit also. Okay, so to wrap this up, we have income guarantees. We have sick leave. We have 24/7 medical help. We have help with your taxes, help with legal issues, and coming in the future, bookkeeping. All wrapped in one and for all of your gig economy jobs. The only thing that I regret is Cover wasn't there years ago when I've been working for the gig economy for 3 years now. I wish 3 years ago I had all of these things. Yeah, it would have saved me hassle. It would have saved me money, and yeah, it's a great product. Okay, definitely sign up for Cover. One of the things that I think is really important to keep in mind is we're our own businesses. We are a business. We are not employees of Uber or Lyft or TaskRabbit. We are our own business. And so we have to provide a safety net for ourselves, right? And Kover.Ai provides huge help for that. And you can get it as low as $7 per month, right? So the most basic package is only $7 a month. That's one trip to McDonald's, okay, because I'm kind of fat. That's one trip to Mickey D's for me that I can skip and I can lose a little bit of weight. So it's basically free. So what do you have to lose, okay? So my code is down below, so sign up using my promo code and you can help me out a little bit too. And so I've never done a paid promotion before and I'm really proud of this one. So make sure to sign, leave a comment below, tell me what you think of this. Is this the solution that you've been looking for? I mean, if having these benefits as an Uber driver, will that make you feel safer? Because it definitely makes me feel safer. What do you think? Comment below. And as always, remember to drive and thrive.